hanging with Hang. In the spirit of Valentine Day coming up in a few days and the love in the air for the month of February, I am inspired to make this video for you of how to honor your heart. Now, you probably ask me, why is it important to honor your heart? Some of you know the answer, and I want to reference this in my conversation with my mentee. I'm asking, like, hey, why do you think it's important to honor our heart? And she said, Hang, if we don't honor our heart, we experience unnecessary suffering. You know what? She's right. When we don't honor our heart, we suffocate a big part of ourselves. And when you suffocate a big part of yourself, we create the wall, the block that stop us from experiencing the deepest joy that your heart are capable of. That sucks. Why would we want to do that, right? So with that, I'm making this video is to share with you 3 simple keys to how you can honor your heart, to perhaps inspire you to deepen the practice that you may already have practiced of how to take care of your heart. Now, there's so many ways to honor your heart. I wrote a piece on Instagram one time. Maybe there's 12 different ways I'm sharing how you honor your heart. But today I'm going to share with you the 3 main keys that I think can make the biggest difference that I practice myself and still fine tune it and then help others do it. So the first thing is this, my friend. In order to honor our heart, it's important to let the heart does what it's meant to do, is to love and to be loved. So 1 is to let yourself love wholeheartedly, deeply, and receive love deeply, even though it can be very vulnerable. Now, why is it so scary to do this? Is that when you are wholehearted, as you and I know, when you love so deeply, the downside of it is that sometimes it comes with deep pain when things doesn't work out. And when you're in that deep pain, it's unbearable. And a lot of time when we don't know how to process that properly, that unbearable pain force the system to create a wall, to create a protection around your heart, and in some way it make our heart close. And when we do that, we suffocate ourselves, we suffocate our own potential of love. And when, just imagine if this is you and you have something cover you, you're not being you anymore, you only half-ass being you, and that's not the real nature of a wholehearted. So I think it's really important to keep yourself in check and to allow yourself, let yourself love and be loved wholeheartedly, even though it can feel and can be very vulnerable. Understand that's just part of the game. Part of the deep joy is allow yourself to experience the deep pain sometime, but most of the time it's really nice when you allow yourself to move through it. Which leads to point number 2, is that keep your heart open no matter what. No matter what people do, no matter what happened in the circumstance. Now, I get it easy said than done. How the heck do we keep our heart open when somebody trying to break our heart, when somebody does things that really deliberately put a stab or scar in our heart? You don't keep your heart open for them. You keep your heart open for yourself by starting making that commitment within yourself. When you make the commitment with yourself to yourself, I'm going to keep my heart open no matter what. Basically what you're saying to yourself is, I am going to honor myself at all time, because your heart is you. And if you don't keep open, if you close a part of you, you close you. I love you, and I hope that you love yourself more than I love you, that you're willing to make that commitment for yourself. And yes, I get it. It's very hard to do, because when we are hurt, our natural tendency is to pull away, to protect ourselves. I get that. And you know what? I said it to somebody who I love very dearly. If it's easy, everybody would do it, right? And how you would do it to keep your heart open is allow yourself to move through that progression of pain and always come back to your own essence of how you actually feel inside. And that's the beautiful love inside you. And the only way for you to do that, in my humble opinions, is you got to let go of your own ego and all the judgment you may have about people, about yourself, and about the situation it is. It's a great spiritual practice, if you ask me. So that's point number 2. And number 3, my friend, is to make it a priority to hold your own heart at the highest regard. And the word I use is reverence. Reverence is a deep respect, highest regard for your heart. Because your heart is you. By holding this at the highest regard, you can choose to take a stand for your heart. You can choose to fight for your want, for your need, and not settle for less. You can choose to want more for yourself. You can choose to honor your heart desire and to honor your authenticity. Yes, honoring your heart, make it probably not easy because, the resiliency of the heart, right? When you love, it's come with pain. And this squeeze right here, that painful sometimes. But when you move through it, just like a muscle, when you work out, it becomes stronger. So trust that. Trust the strength, and you do it for yourself. Hold your heart the highest regard. I learn and practice and still learning to hold mine at the highest regard. And I do that with everybody I met. So here I am, holding your heart at the highest regard, hopefully inspire you to continue to do so. So in the spirit of Valentine, whether you're single, whether you are taken, whether you're in a relationship, I think it's always great to start with your own heart. Honor your heart at the highest regard, to let yourself love fully, to keep your heart open regardless what, and to do the work to increase your heart resiliency. With that, my friend, that my gift to you today. Happy Valentine from my heart to you, and from Hawaii to wherever you are. So if you feel this video is helpful, please feel free to share as many hearts as possible. If you haven't already, subscribe, and then set a notification, and it will let you know when the next video will come out. As always, with love, enjoy the Valentine in a few days and the rest of this love month. All right, love ya.